Now we're live everywhere. All right. Hello, Idiots on Parade, the Too Ugly for TV podcast. We mock the news so you don't have to. I am Nathan Timmel, stand-up comedian in Iowa City. With me, as always, is Jake Vevra, stand-up comedian in New York City. Hello, Jake.
How's it going?
All is well here. Nothing really exciting to update. Had a good show in Milwaukee last night. Was fun.
Nice.
Yeah, got show this week. That's why we're a little late, because I had to get back. Yeah, I got nothing really exciting to update. You can go right into news unless you got something fun to talk about. Anything going on in your world?
The only thing I know about Milwaukee is it was originally pronounced Milwaukee, which is Algonquin for the good land. I learned that from Allison Cooper in Wayne's World.
Yes. A great reference. A great moment in a great movie.
Oh, hell yeah.
Also, just I one of those things where I'll never understand just why the sequel was so sad. I mean,
the sequel to Wayne's World?
Yeah, Wayne's World 2 just did not. It had sequelitis. It just didn't live up. It was just
I remember kind of liking it. You know what I mean? Like, it was a fun little movie. I mean, it's, it wasn't as good as the first one. It didn't
suck. It's not like, worst movie ever, but just sequel. It
was kind of fun. I like the weird naked Indian or Native American, I should say. But I mean, dude, it was fine. It honestly, though, who steals Wayne's World? You know who steals that movie is Al Bundy, man. Ed O'Neill, the fucking deranged coffee shop owner. He's the best character in Wayne's World, man. He's the best character on there.
What was Chris Farley as the security guy? I always liked him.
Oh, he was Chris great. Farley. Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah. I got to go rewatch Wayne's World, man.
That's our homework for the week is rewatch Wayne's World. All right. Well, let's jump in on the news. The first thing we can start with.
Real quick, before we jump to the news, now that we're on the topic of homework, are you ever getting around to getting Netflix anytime soon? Because, man, they are coming out with bangers in terms of documentaries.
And they're raising prices again. Fuck them.
Sometimes you get what you pay for. You can go the cheaper route and fucking do, not to be doing live reads for Netflix this whole time, but one of the reasons you should get Netflix is you can get it cheaper with ads.
Yeah. Ken points out Tia was, she peak then. She came out of the scene and everyone was like, she literally
right, man.
is swing. She walked on screen. Yeah. They played Dreamweaver, and every boy in the theater, every teenager was like, "Oh my goodness, who is that?" That was peak, Tia. All right, we let's open with what we had last week. Inside the sudden downfall of Eric Swalwell, we wondered when we were talking about making back Sunday after we podcasted, he suspended his gubernatorial campaign, and right after that, he said he's stepping down. I think he is it in this article I sent you? He went from a front runner. And Congress, yeah, he's gonna spend time with his family, but he said he doesn't want to be a distraction for his constituents, and his family shouldn't have to go through this, but he's continuing to fight. He's not just stepping aside and hoping it'll go away. He's still denying, saying, "Hey, I'm a drunk." Well, he didn't say it this way. I'm paraphrasing. "I'm a drunk. I cheated on my wife, but I did so consensually." So we'll see where it goes. I'm sure that when you're drunk, what you think is consensual.
You step down from everything. That's not continuing to fight. That's admitting that.
No, he's fighing the allegations. He's stepping down.
He's not. He's stepping down. He's not fighting the allegation. He's stepping down.
There's one. I am going to maintain being in Congress, run for governor, and fight the allegations. 2, I am making a statement that says, fuck this. I don't want my family being in the news. I'm not going to run for governor. I know I've lost support, but the allegations are false, and I'm going to continue to fight them.
I would hate to be in the news for things I didn't do. Let's live. Let's.
You got to look at your YouTube. Stop looking at TikTok. Never look at TikTok, because all you do is this. It's so odd. Just look down at YouTube.
Yeah, I really
never look at TikTok. Just record on TikTok and look at YouTube. all we see is your nose. Like,
I've got a great schnoz, though. I've got a great schnoz. I've been told in the comments many times it's the best part of this podcast.
Bob is pointing out we will get banned for bullying Netflix if I say fuck them and they're too expensive. We will get a ding like you're bullying a TikTok.
I don't even know who really owns TikTok anymore, man. We used to pander to Chairman Xi and preach one China politics.
Is it Oracle now?
I think so. Yeah. I know they're super Trumpy. So weirdly enough, we got no dings last week making fun of Swalwell as opposed to Bondi. Funny how that happened. Oracle and right wingers that own this the free speech platform.
Yep. As long as we're saying, maybe he should step down, because if we had been defending him, I wonder if we would have gotten a ding. Like, hey, they're
But to my point, he is not fighting the allegations. Let's live in a hypothetical alternate universe where I am being told to step down from the podcast because I blew a dog. Ask me if I'm going to step down from the podcast because I blew a dog.
I mean, Jake, rumors are you blew a dog. You stepping away for a while to deal with that?
No, I'm going to continue podcasting because I didn't blow a dog. See, that's how fighting allegations
Look down at YouTube. Never look at TikTok.
Never look at YouTube. I'm looking at YouTube right now.
Okay, but you were doing this when you started saying, no, I'm going to continue to, whenever your head goes up, it's because you go up to whatever the next camera
All right,
is.
stop. Anyway, okay. You stepped on my thing. Either way, we're good.
I hear you. I don't disagree, but I can see both sides of it. I absolutely understand wanting to stay in the news. So every time they ask you, you can say, no, these are false. Fuck you. But I can also see wanting to step away so you can fight them in private and not be dragged over the coals every fucking day. Plus, as I said, when you are pissed, fall down blackout drunk, and you say it was consensual, you might not have been in the right frame of mind to say what was or was not consensual. So as he revisits these alcoholic blunders or mistakes, as he likes to call them, there might be something uncovered that he was pressuring and making women feel uncomfortable.
That is the problem with getting that drunk around your staff and stuff, is because
or in possible. Period. That drunk period.
Right. But I get getting that drunk because I do it constantly. Hell, I did it last night. But the thing is I wasn't out there flirting with, trying to hook up with whatever, women I'm not married to, especially women that work for me. Because
you occasionally pick up receipts and get in trouble that you might not have if you hadn't been drunk.
That is true, but you know what I did when I picked up that receipt for those panties I didn't buy? I fought the allegation. I stood my ground. I did not resign from the podcast because I bought some lady 2 pairs of thongs. I didn't buy them thongs. I was on the air at that time, baby. See, that is how you fight an allegation when it's false. If I really did buy those,
2 for $5 thongs.
That's right. 2 for $5. It's another live read. That was what, Old Navy, I think it was.
Old Navy or Gap, probably Old Navy.
It was one of those. It was one of those generic stores that's in every single mall that's ever existed.
Yeah, where it wasn't Victoria's Secret like lacy turn-on panties. It was definitely Old Navy 2 for $5 granny panties.
Whatever lady bought these thongs was not picky when it comes to her thongs. I didn't know you could get thongs for that cheap. Can we talk about? I don't like to give Trump credit for much, but the price of thongs has stayed low. I mean, $2.50. That's crazy.
I mean, I know what the Constitution says, but 2028 thongs for America.
That's right.
Thongs cheap again. Could happen.
They dumped the England's thongs in the Boston Harbor because they were trying to charge too much for them. They said, "Never shall we pay more than $2.50." And then they revolted. It was a whole thing.
So now that he's not in Congress, do you think the media cares anymore? Do you think they will report when he goes to court or if he tries to fight it? Or do you think they'll just move on to the next thing? I can see it be it goes from page 1 to like page 10. I think there still might be someone that like, oh, hey, he went to court. Remember him? But it's not going to be big news. And that's what he wants. He wants to get out of the news. And that's what he's getting.
Yeah, if I was guilty of shit, I'd want to get out of the news too. You know what I mean? If I wasn't guilty, again, like it's it's sort of one of those things. Like, ask me if I banged a turtle last night.
Jake, you got blackout drunk last night. I saw you talking to a turtle at the bar. Anything come of that?
No comment. No comment. You talk to my lawyers. I'm stepping down for the goodbye. I didn't fucking but no comment. You see, that's what a guilty man does. He is a guilty man.
And he knows it because he's a blackout drunk. All right. Well, it's just funny.
The thing is, but I will say this: at least Democrats did put pressure on him to step down right away, as opposed to Republicans with that Tony Gonzalez guy.
Oh no, Republicans went after him too. My thing just started going down.
Not at first, man. Not at first. They went after.
No, they double teamed. You're right. They definitely
right. This stuff about
the articles I saw
that for over a month, man.
Yeah, they did wait till Democrats pushed on Swalwell to say, let's push him out too. Yeah, and Gonzalez, that involves death. I mean, that involves someone unaliving themselves because they were so upset over the relationship.
His mistress lit herself on fire.
Yeah,
dude, like a Vietnamese monk protest style, burned herself alive. That is wild, dude.
Snapping turtle menage. Yeah, that'd be painful. Snapping turtle on the. Oh, he screwed the turtle. Solar doesn't believe you. She said you screwed it.
How dare you? How dare you? I will sue you for slander.
I do like the fact, and I'm a little upset because last week, and then we're done with this, just the idea that when is he going to do it? Is he going to do Monday morning? We were talking about the bets, the poly market, and he did it right after we finished podcasting. It was literally a Sunday slow news day, man. Get it out there. I should have bet on it. Yep, he's out. He's done.
Dude, at one point, I think it was either early Saturday morning or late Friday night. It was like 8-1. You could get 8-1 money or something. It was either 5-1 or 8-1. That he was going to resign before Monday. I thought about doing it because I'm like, 4 is a lot. Like when there's 4, there's no room for, she was drunk and remembered it wrong. She's got an extra. When there's 4, it's like, all right, dude, you can't really fight 4. You just can't. So I'm like, he's going to resign, but I figured at first, like he's going to wait till Monday morning. It's the weekend. They're going to do, well, how do we square this with his congressional seat? Because the bet was, does he drop out of the gubernatorial race, right? And I think they were going to do like, would you drop out of Congress at the same time? How do you word it? Whatever. We'll talk with the team. We'll talk with the DNC, all that good stuff. And then that video came out. And I'm like, oh, yeah, I should have put money on that. And then I get back on the thing and it's barely paying even money. That he drop out before Monday.
Yeah, he dropped it. It was gone. Yep, that
video evidence, man. Once you get a
video moved the line. Yeah. It flipped the odds.
A picture says 1,000 words, and a video of a drunk dude tongue kissing a hooker says about 10,000. So I should have bet $10,000 on Calci that he was going to drop out before Monday.
Yes. All right, next story. I don't know who out there has been following these. I have. But I don't know if it's AI. Well, I know it's AI, but I don't know if AI is writing the song as well. But the Iranians are winning the PR and culture war. The Lego videos that they are putting out about the conflict, they're getting back. Like the first few were good, but now the song, I heard a sea shanty yesterday all about Pete Hegseth. Did you hear that one? You started laughing. No. Oh, look up Pete Hegseth sea shanty Iran. And they talk about he was a drunk that passed out and got like,
it's before the morning.
But the one I sent you on Facebook where they're speaking directly to the people saying, people don't be watching the news, they watch our videos, and it's a banger, as the kids say. Yeah. These songs are fucking good. They are the best propaganda out. They are absolutely curb stomping the media when it comes to getting both information and misinformation out there. They talk about Israel controlling Trump like a puppet, and my favorite line is, hey, you know that the end game for Israel is bombing America and bombing Christians, right? It is so funny. If you are not following Iran and their Lego music videos about the conflict, you have to search them out. They are fucking great. I mean, they're full of bullshit. They're full of truth and bullshit. I don't like it because it always drifts into religion. It always drifts in from Trump is an idiot. This is what he's doing. By the way, God is our God. And like, okay, you had me with the front half and then you got into religion, but there's still catchy.
You had me with Trump as an asshole. You lost me at don't eat bacon. Fuck off. Yeah. Yeah, no, it's great. They've been killing it with that. I hope after this war thing cools out, hopefully, the South Park guys can team up with them for the next season. It'll be good. It'll be good.
Ken says it's all AI. I know the graphics are AI.
Yeah.
I figured the music was too. I wonder, are they writing the lyrics and then the music is? I haven't, but
I mean, dude, you can make AI songs. Like I went down a TikTok rabbit hole of AI remixes of like remakes of songs in different genres. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like one that I was listening to a lot is classic soul remixes of like late 90s, early 2000s songs. You know what I mean? Like rock songs from when I was in high school and shit. They'll remake like Stone Temple Pilots or something, but it'll be like as if but it'll sound like Isaac Hayes or something, and it'll have like horns and that, and it sounds amazing. It sounds fucking great. It sounds like if Marvin Gaye was singing the songs and his band was doing like grunge rock. It's amazing.
I like that. But I will say this. I'm not shitting on AI because I like it. I do love when I'm on TikTok and I see an actual person do that, where they go, hey, I'm going to play a country version of David Lee Roth, and they play it and it sounds great. Ken says that Lego has asked YouTube to stop posting those videos that are anti-Trump. I see them most on TikTok. That is where I see most of these Lego, which is amazing considering who TikTok is owned by. But that's the one I sent you is on Facebook, but TikTok is where I stumble across. That's where I saw the sea shanty one that was just so, and Hegseth had to vomit early in the morning. It was great.
Did you see that he...
hold on a second. Lego Corporation would try and fry up anyone using their products like this, but Denmark owns Lego and the Iranians are teeing up Trump with them, so don't expect a beef in court. Interesting. Yeah, I wondered what Lego was going to come forth and say, like, hey, they can ask places to take them down because we own the intellectual property, but,
So if they can write lyrics,
or
ask AI to write it. I use AI for writers, write lyrics.
The lyrics are really pointed. I mean...
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure they're writing the actual lyrics, like somebody probably is, but the music, you can get AI to do any of that.
I'm going to put the link in the chat so anybody wants to keep track of the one I sent you. This is this is the one. It's a rap one that is just fantastic. So, either way, they're winning the PR war. Like that was Trump's thing in 2020. He hated TikTok because TikTokers were using it to like that stadium. Was it in Tulsa? Was it in Oklahoma?
That's right. He wanted to ban TikTok.
He wanted because they all signed up for tickets, and then he was left speaking to an empty arena, and they were making. But now. Then in 2024, he used TikTok to his advantage to get the Bro podcast and get the clips of him out there. And now the marketing, it's all because nobody reads news. They read headlines at best, and they get information from TikTok. Yeah. And Iran is YouTube fucking, stuff, if you can make a catchy tune with Lego videos that dumb people like me will go, this is fucking, at least I look at it critically and go, I love this. This is true. This is false. Anybody not paying attention will just think, oh, I listened to this. It's all true.
Oh, shit. Soviet Kid on YouTube says there's an AI of Trump MMA fighting the Pope.
I did see that. It was he keeps hitting him in the belly fat.
That's good, man. I haven't seen that yet. I'll have to check it out. Yeah, I watch a lot of like AI stuff of Bob Barker fighting people on The Price is Right.
Oh, I've seen that. Yeah.
That's good, man.
So,
a lot of AI Bob Ross out there.
Okay, not random question, but Democrats are absolutely the worst at PR. They're fucking morons. They never know what they're doing. Do you think they have a shot at figuring out how, like, oh, this is interesting. Maybe we should do this around 2028, starting in 2027, getting, hyped up something to get kids excited about Dems? Or do you think they just go, that's funny, and let's get back on CNN and be a bunch of fucking useless talking heads that no one cares about?
I think even that is asking too much. Let's just start with half a primary next time. Huh? Let's do that, and then we'll shift to, you know what I mean? Maybe by 32, they'll figure out how to, go on podcasts and things.
Yeah. I mean, right now they have a shot. See, because Democrats, I keep, let's not get down this rabbit hole, but I keep, Democrats are winning all the special elections. No, they're not. Republicans are losing them. Democrats have yet to really win something. It's just the people are frustrated with the Republicans. So it's not like everybody's all in on Democrats. It's just they're soured on Republicans.
That's That'll still get you seats, man. I still think the Democrats will.
Well, it will, but
midterms
not
because of that. I don't think
it'll wear out. Like as Todd had. Oh, Jake just disappeared because as hi. What's that?
Grandpa Ned's here.
You don't have to whisper.
Grandpa Ned's here.
Oh, all right. My dad's here. I'm waiting for Jake to come back. Oh, there he is. He's back on stage.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell happened there, man.
Yeah. Okay, well, I'm gonna finish this up.
Come up though.
My daughter is talking to me on the side. She thinks whispering, like I won't acknowledge. Like, hey, look at this. There she is. There she goes. She's running away. She doesn't want to get seen.
She got doxxed, man.
Todd points it out. Dems are too splintered, and the big one, no one lives up to anyone else's standards. Dems have the worst fucking purity tests. So they turn on each other faster. Like Republicans just have the purity test of support Trump. And when you stop doing that, you're cast out like Cheney or Marjorie Taylor Greene now. But that's the one. Dems have purity tests across the fucking board. Oh, you support trans, but not trans athletes playing in women's sports? Then you're not trans. Like everything is the ever increasing small circle. So that's what's going to fuck them in the end.
I think that would be the case. Like if they were in power right now, but since they're not, I think people are pissed off enough at the people that are in power that kind of stuff won't matter as much because like you said, they're not voting for Democrats as much as they're voting against Trump. And he is the one in office right now. So I still think that'll motivate people,
We will see. All right. This story caught my attention for so many reasons. Before
we get to that, and before we move on from Hegseth, did you see that he apparently gave a speech where he quoted the Samuel Jackson
the Pulp Fiction.
Prayer?
Yeah.
I did not realize that was not a Bible verse. That is hilarious to me. I
didn't know because I have grand biblical knowledge. I know because after Pulp Fiction came out, they said like, hey, that was awesome. Not a real quote, but still awesome. Like, oh, I didn't like when I saw the movie, I thought it was real. I didn't know. Yeah,
I did too. I was today years old when I realized that wasn't a real Bible quote, which is hilarious. That Tarantino decided to go with a fake Bible quote that he reads in the movie, and just wrote a fake Bible quote. And then fast forward 30 years, and the Secretary of Defense is giving it in a speech where he's trying to go to war. Oh, sorry, Secretary of War is giving it in a speech to people thinking it's real. Which is, funny that he didn't know that it was fake because, again, like I thought it was real, but I don't have a bunch of stupid Jesus tattoos all over me. I don't have a bunch of Yay Crusades bullshit. Like, I don't have all that. I've never claimed to have even read the fucking Bible. I'm a lefty, godless heathen that doesn't believe in anything. So, it makes sense that I wouldn't know it. If you have but if you had a bunch of Harry Potter tattoos all over you, and you've never heard of Dumbledore for whatever the fuck, that would be weird,
Well, what's weird to me is you have all sorts of assistants and speechwriters. So generally, every single politician, except for Trump, who just goes off on tangents and just babbles, when they write a speech, they run it by people and like, hey, check this out, tighten it up, Google some facts, let's make sure. So did he run that by anyone and everyone gave it the thumbs up and no one said, hey, awesome speech, this is actually not real? Or did they all get hoodwinked too and go, dude, awesome speech. And that fucking biblical quote from Pulp Fiction, did no one catch it or did he not run it by anyone? That's what I want to know, is because speechwriters are supposed to catch that shit. And it seems like he did this on his own and it wasn't off the cuff. Like he had note cards, but he didn't bounce it off anybody. Like, dude, I'm going to quote Ezekiel.
No, you would think someone would have caught it if you ran it by people. But then again, I don't know, man, because it gives like a number and everything too. Like you know what I mean? Because even if you're, and I know I'm atheist-splaining Christianity to people, I guess, but I don't think most people that are Christians or whatever, they might like go to church and all that, but they don't know the Bible enough that they can literally quote any passage. Yeah. So like you give them an obscure name and number, especially the Old Testament-y stuff where they're talking about dragons and whatever the hell else. They'd probably be like, that's probably in there. Because they more focus on the Jesus stuff in most churches anyway. So they'd be like, sure. Ezekiel 25:17, the path of the righteous man is beset on all sides. See, now I know 0 Bible quotes. I thought I knew 1 Bible quote before I realized that was fake. If you asked me, gun to my head, for $1 million, Jake, how many Bible quotes do you know and what is it? I would have said, I know 1 Bible quote and it is Ezekiel 25:17. And I would have given the Pulp Fiction monologue, and then they would have been like, you win no money.
I used to know 1 Bible quote. It was Matthew, and it was quit praying in public, quit being showy, get the fuck back and pray in private to God. But I don't remember it. That's just the gist of it. It was like, quit being all fucking showy with your prayer and keep it to yourself.
Yeah, no one wants to see that shit.
To the story that captured my attention. First of all, I sent you 2 different links because I sent you 3. I sent you an update, but first I'll read CNN. Australian authorities launch investigation after Ruby Rose accuses Katy Perry of sexual assault 20 years ago or more, 2010. So 16 years ago. But the CNN article just talks about there was an assault, that there was a nightclub incident. Perry has denied it. And Katy Perry's romantically linked to Justin Trudeau. Katy Perry assaulted. That's CNN. Then you get to CBC, Canadian news, and it gets right in there where they talk about, she assaulted me, but they get into the details of Perry saw me resting on my best friend's lap to avoid her and bent down, pulled her underwear to the side, and rubbed her disgusting vagina on my face until my eyes snapped open and I projectile vomited on her. That's the full quote. Squatted down, rubbed her vag on my face until I...
That's pretty wild, man.
That is wild. Why is CNN dancing around and just calling it an assault when the full-on description is that graphic? And here's the thing. I do not like Katy Perry. I am not one to defend her. I am pretty sure if that happened, there would be... Oh, here we go. Live restricted. I said
they don't like
word.
it. I was just going to say... Okay, dude.
Body exposure and sexualized behaviors.
Dude, it keeps telling me to disconnect from you. I keep clicking cancel. And it does not like you talking about Katy Perry. Here's what I was going to say. And man, does that back it up more. I don't think that, and I don't want to use the R word, especially about Katy Perry, because TikTok appears sensitive about that. I'll just say the allegations that Katy Perry swallowed Ruby Rose, I think might kind of fly in the face of CNN because of maybe whoever owns CNN is tied to Bezos. Isn't Katy Perry, is she dating or married to Jeff Bezos, or am I just...
You're making that up. Bezos is married to that Hispanic newswoman, I believe. She's dating Justin Trudeau. I literally just said it was part of the CNN story, is that she's dating Justin Trudeau.
Oh, no shit. Okay. I don't know why the hell I thought I was mixing her up with... That's right. It's
I just
Trudeau,
had to do that 4
Bezos.
times. I just had to do, I had to keep tapping, like, nope, F you, F you, F you, F you, just because I'm reading a news story. But what I was saying before the restriction hit is, if that happened, if she projectile vomited, I'm pretty sure people remember it. As soon as she dropped the accusation, there would be, like Swalwell, a bunch of people saying, I was there. I remember when she puked all over Katy Perry or puked all over the floor. Or, I mean, it's one thing to say, Brendan Fraser, he said that guy grabbed me in public and no one saw. It's one thing to get a grope in. It's one thing to say, hey, I was assaulted.
That's true, man. People would remember the vomit. And because
even if they didn't see the panties to the side and rubbing on the face, they would remember the projectile vomiting. Even if they didn't know why, they would say, dude, I remember that time Ruby Rose barfed all over the place in the dance club. And then the thing I sent you after that is ex-manager of nightclub where this happened says he doesn't remember shit. He would remember the projectile vomiting.
I was sitting there thinking CNN was being shady. You convinced me, man. I think you're right. I think people would have remembered the vomiting. Like somebody would be there, like, yeah, there was fucking vomit all over the place. Like,
and Ruby Rose's friends would have come out of the woodwork and said, yeah, I remember that. That's all she talked about that night. This just happened to me. I'm on the thing. And then rub. This is not a Katy Perry grope me. This would have been... And no one's come to Ruby Rose's defense. Nobody has come out and said, yeah. To me, it's the manager of the nightclub. The fact that he said, I was there that night, I don't remember anything. He'd remember.
Yeah, man, I think you're right. I think CNN is kind of doing its due diligence here and actually looking into a story.
I've had some tangy poon, but none made me hurl. Yeah, I'm having a memory. I got to tell a story. Okay, I just want to tell this story. When I was in high school, I'm not going to use names. I'll use first names. When I was in high school, when you're bored and there's absolutely nothing to do, so you pack 4 guys into a car and you cruise the strip in a small town and you end up sitting in the Burger King parking lot. That's what we did. 4 guys sitting in the Burger King parking lot, nothing to do. I'm in the back seat with Tom. Mark is driving. Ed is in the passenger seat. And I remember this clear as day. It was so funny, the juxtaposition of violence and politeness. This cute girl that we didn't know, it turns out she's one town over. She was from one town over. She comes up and knocks on the window, and Ed's like, oh, cute girl. He rolls the window down, and she goes, hi, could you excuse me? Could you lean forward? And he's like, yeah, sure. He's a little confused. And then she starts pounding on Tom, going, you fucking asshole, you piece of shit. Then her friend comes over and like knocks on the other window. And she like asks me like, can you, I'm like, yeah, sure. Like they're being polite. And so they're like being polite to us and they start I think they say, can you open the door? And they drag Tom out of the car and they're spitting on him and kicking him and hitting him. And it's funny because like I said, completely polite to us, completely mean to him. And in the end, I'm just going to get to the punchline. Turns out he went to town on her when she had a yeast infection and it made him throw up on the spot. And then he told people about it. And so she became sort of not a pariah at her school, but the word got out like, she got a nickname because and so they were avenging her. But yes, Todd just reminded that when he said, I've had some tangy poo. But yeah, he barfed on her, told people. And it's funny because he didn't tell us, or maybe he did say that was the girl I barfed.
I feel bad for this guy now. Because
they went to town spitting on him.
He gets a mouthful of spoiled vajayjay, and then he gets beat up. Oh,
for telling the people that, yeah, I was down there and it was nasty. I haven't thought of that, but yeah,
I am so against this lady. Who lets a guy go down on her when she's got something going on down there?
When you're 16, 17, you might not know everything.
She should be tried as an adult. She should be tried as an adult. She damn near murdered that kid. He almost choked to death down there.
Hey, it's just a little sourdough mix. I mean, oh.
I mean,
but either way, okay, so if Katie's all yeasty, then maybe, yeah, you're going to, but here's the thing. And I'm trying to avoid making this a joke. I do not want to make this a joke. Ruby is into that. Like, not Katie. Like, I'm not saying that, just because you are a lesbian, that means you automatically love having your face rubbed with that. But it's not like, it's not like,
well, no, it's not like if you're not expecting it and you know what I mean? Like, yeah, but that doesn't mean, well, if she's straight, she should like when I slap my dick in her face. You know what I mean?
No, the way I'm thinking in my head is, I apologize. I know that comes off insensitive. I'm just saying that if Sacha Baron Cohen can stick his face into that fat dude's asshole, then I'm pretty sure.
He was expecting it. That's the thing. He was expecting it, and he signed up. He wrote that in the script. She did. It's the unexpected and the unwilling nature of it. It
didn't happen either way. It didn't happen. It's just a weird thing for her to make.
I love that you had such a good point up top and then such a shitty point. That is almost so bad that I don't believe your first point anymore. I think you're just doing spin. I think you've been bought out by the same people that bought out CNN.
No, I was bought off by Katy Perry. I am a Katy Perry apologist. I'm a Katy Perry truther. 9/11 is real. The moon landing happened, but I am a Katy Perry truther. Is that how that works?
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, a Katy Perry truther. Yeah, I gotta. I'm now against. See, it's against Katy Perry. Then I was for Katy Perry. Now I'm against Katy Perry again. I don't know where. I tried
to make a really bad Ruby Rose lesbian joke, and it didn't work. I was trying to make a hack, just sort of like, she's into that. It didn't. I fucked up. My joke bad. Didn't word it. Top of my head. Whatever.
No, I like that you did it because now I correctly mistrust Katy Perry again. I'm back on Ruby Rose's side.
Yeah. Solar says he should have kept his mouth shut before, during, and after. Here's what I want to know is how deep Tom got into it. Was it like a sniff barf or was it a taste barf? Like, I don't know, when you're down there with a yeast infection.
Go until they vomit. That's what.
Well, that's what I want to know. Is was it like an immediate gag reflex when he went down there? Like, or did he get a lick? Like, what made the vomit happen? Like, how soon after getting like, I'm excited to do this because I'm 16 and yay, and like I don't know.
Yeah, man, it'd be rough if that was his first time too. You know what I mean? He'd just be like, dude, I think this pussy stuff is overrated. I think we should go do something else with our time.
All right, I got a couple more stories and we're out of time. I don't want to go to anything serious, so let's go to this one. This is another one of my favorite stories where I think there should be a litmus test for lawyers, and if you take on a case like this, you get disbarred. Whereas, like, it's a test where someone approaches you, says, hey, I want to do this, and if you say yes, then you automatically get disbarred. Driver who killed jogger in 2025 is suing victim's family for emotional injuries. A pickup truck driver who hit and killed a jogger last year is now suing the victim's estate, according to a new report. Anthony Miller was fatally struck in 2025 when he was jogging. The driver saw Bailey jogging and moved to give her more, his wife, Bailey. Anthony Miller was struck while he was jogging with his wife, Bailey Miller. The driver saw Bailey jogging, moved over to give her room, didn't see her husband, hit and killed him, and now he's living with the guilt of having killed someone. So he's suing her family. He's like, I can't believe I hit your husband. Fuck you. You owe me money. Like, I get it. It's traumatic. But Jesus fucking Christ, fuck you. Get some therapy. It sucks. But they lost. I know it's a husband. Was there a husband and a father? A 25-year-old driver Gavin Mass is now sued for $50,000. It's not emotional injuries and medical costs. Yeah, what medical costs? You were in a truck. I'm pretty sure the guy got it worse. Oh, yeah, he loved his girls. So they had 2 young daughters. You're suing a family, a wife, 2 young daughters without a family because you feel sad because you hit them with your truck. Dude, it sucks. I can't imagine hitting someone with my truck. I can't imagine even more going and suing the family after I hit them.
Yeah, I think the people that ran Halliburton in the early 2000s that bribed Bush and Cheney to start the Iraq war for no reason, they look at this guy and they're like, he's a piece of shit, man. You know what I mean? They're out there on their Halliburton yacht. You know what I mean? They're out there on a yacht full of blood money. And they're like, I mean, blood money's one thing, but this fucking guy, oh my God. Yeah, it's pretty wild, man. And the amount of money he's suing for is pretty crazy.
Settlement money. He just wants to be paid to go away.
50 grand. And it's like, dude, to me, I'm like, I'm either asking for no money or I'm asking for way more, because this is like, hey man, again, atheist, I don't believe in his soul. I think I'm going to fucking hell if I do this. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like I would immediately, I'd be like, dude, I God and the devil are fake. Unless I do this, then the devil's real and I'm going to fucking hell. Right. So I'm like, if I'm going to hell for it, like dude, I got to go to hell for more money is what I'm saying. You know, I mean, they don't owe you more than 50 grand. They don't owe you if anything, you should maybe be in jail for killing the guy. I don't know but if the guy was in the street, whatever. Yeah, you might not be criminally liable for that, but to sue the family is fucking psychotic, man.
And I agree with you 1,000%. 1,000. What you do is you ask for $1 million and you settle for 50,000. You don't ask for 50,000 and then like settle for 5,000. Like, yeah, I got 5,000. Like, it is fucking weird. Maybe in his mind, I'm just spitballing here, he's going like, well, I don't want to be outrageous. I know I'm suing the family, but my medical cost, I don't understand the medical cost. Was he not wearing a seatbelt? How do you hit? Did he like swerve and roll the truck? It's not in there. But yeah, how do you come up with such a low, unless he's going like, this is literally what I think it's worth. I'm trying to be reasonable. Nothing you're doing is reasonable. So you can't make the amount reasonable when what you are doing is fucking absurd.
This is like the Epstein victims being sued by Ghislaine Maxwell for having a yeast infection and making her vomit. This is crazy.
Ultra has a good question. Is he going to sue her and then feel bad because like, oh, I sued that poor woman that lost her husband. I should sue her again because I feel bad. All right, let's get out of here. I'm going to play with TikTok.
He took the husband's life. He also wants the life insurance money too. This is psychotic.
People are horrible. All right, I'm going to fight these restrictions on TikTok. I have been Nathan Timmel. You can find me on nathantimmel.com, where I have a store that has been revamped, new designs, stickers, shirts, hats, sweatpants, anything you want except belt buckles. But maybe belt buckles will be added. Special on YouTube, Unapologetic, books on Amazon. Jake is Jake Vevra. You can find him at Jake Vevra on all social media, including YouTube, where Unalived by Dog Pills is still making people laugh. Next week, I will be traveling again, so I will promote it. We will be 1 hour later, unless I hear from Jake. I'll check in with her. Happy from Todd. Thank you. And
I'm good
tired
for the same
click
time
like.
Yep,
get those likes out there. See you,
Appreciate
Danger.
you guys.
And we're lawyers for 20 years. There are certainly scummy ones out there. Yes, have a good week. And thanks, everyone.
Eric Swalwell is innocent, but Katy Perry is not.